What is up, Pistol Nation? Today we are going to look at the best way, the fastest way to level up your character.
Honey, I'm a perfect 10. Honey, I'm a perfect 10.
What is up, Pistol Nation? The way this game basically works is very similar to Raid. Now, once you level up your characters from 1 to 10, in order to go to the next level, you have to rank them up. And then in order to rank them up, you need to use tributes of the same star level. So if we go over to, an example is right here. I have my legendary girl right here, Remedy. She's 3 stars currently. She's level 30. She can't go any higher. If we want to get her to 4 stars, we got to rank her up. And then she can go to level 40. In order to rank her up though, we're going to need 3 3-star characters. Or you could use, your special items too. But if you don't have any special items, this is the fastest and best way to level up characters. What you're going to do is you're going to go into campaign. Now you want to make it as far as you can in the campaign. I mean, get as far as you can, as deep as you can, because what we're going to do is we're going to be grinding the highest level campaign that you can get to over and over again. But what we're going to be doing is we're going to be using our lower troops, our uncommons and common troops, in order to use those as tribute for our legendary and epic characters that we want to increase. Go to a level, and I'll go to battle. You can have 5. Now what I try and do is have 1 or 2, depending on how strong you have your main character. Put 2 good characters in your lineup, and then the other 3 are going to be feeders. You want to have 1 farmer, so to speak. Depending on your level, you may need to have 2 farmers, and that's okay. Pick a legendary character, and I'll pick one that's really strong, but even one that I'm going to still generate XP for. So I was using her, and then I was also using him. So I have these 2 as basically my 2 farmers. But once you get one of them high enough, you'll only need to have 1 farmer. That's like the goal, is you only want to have 1 main farmer, and then the other ones you just kind of want to be feeding them XP to level them up so that you can increase the star levels of your other characters. And then what I'll do is for my other 3 slots, I will just basically pick commons. I start off with the commons. If I have commons, I'll level up the commons. If I do not have any common characters, then I will go over to the uncommons. But basically, you want to use your lowest rarity as the tribute. You don't want to go and be using your epic characters as tribute. So I'll pick these ones. I'll just pick 3. Doesn't really matter. And then this is my team, and now I will go and I will just do auto battle, and I will just do auto battle over and over and over again. I'll do it once just to make sure I win. Then if I know that I win, then I'll set it to auto battle and put a certain amount of auto battles on. That's it, and then it'll just go, and you can go to sleep and have it running while you're sleeping, or if you're doing something else, you can just have it running these auto battles, and it'll just be pretty much leveling up your other characters. So once this battle is over, I'm going to show you exactly what I mean, because it's a really cool feature that they added. So you can put how many battles you wanted to just do over and over and over again. And that's pretty much what this game is. It's like Raid Shadow Legends. You're just kind of grinding the same thing over and over and over again to level up your low characters in order to increase their stars so that you can use them as tributes for your other characters, like your legendaries and your epics. But make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and pistol whip that like button if you enjoyed this video, because we're gonna have future videos on this game. I'm gonna go over some of the best legendary farmers. We're gonna go over some of the best epic farmers, and if we can, we're gonna try and find some good rare farmers. That might be hard. The golden rule, what you're looking for in a good farmer, is pretty much a character that has really good survivability because you want to only have one farmer out there, and the other 4 characters, you don't really care if they die. They're just there to soak up the XP. So you want to have your main farmer have good survivability, lots of AoE damage. Like self-heal is even really good. If they can heal themselves while putting out damage, that's also really good. So there's a lot of little things to look into like that. All right, so we won. As you can see, we have level up, level up, level up. So our 3 commons that we put in at level 1 just leveled up to level 2. And that's what we want to do. We want to get them to level 10. And then once they get them to level 10, then we're going to have to star them up again. So then it will be a 2-star tribute and then a 3-star tribute. And then we can feed those to our 3-star legendaries or 2-star legendaries. And that's basically what you're doing, just over and over and over again. So let me show you what a really cool feature is. So I know we won. So now what I'll do is I'll go to auto battle. Now the auto battle feature, there's a little slider at the bottom. And it lets you put how many auto repeat battles you want this game to do on that level. Right now, if I want to say we want to run this thing 25 times, we want to run this same stage 25 times over and over, I'll set it to 25 and I'll just hit auto battle. It'll consume 200 magic power right here. And that's it. And it'll just run through it over and over and over again. You can walk away from your computer, your phone, whatever device you're playing it on, and you can just leave it like that. Now, it does have some special options down here. It says stop auto repeat battle on losing combat. So if you do lose a combat, you can have this set so that if you do lose a combat, it won't keep running it. Otherwise, you're just going to keep losing over and over again. That's why I like to do like one auto battle myself and watch it play out and make sure it's okay. And if I see like, okay, I won by a decent amount, I should be good, then I don't even have to worry about it. I'll just set this and you can walk away. And the other one is stop auto repeat battle if all heroes are max level. So I highly suggest you definitely have this one checked off if you're going to sleep or if you're going to set it and maybe you go to work and you just want to leave it run while you're like completely unable to even check it for like 5 or 6 hours, however long you walk away from the game. This way you don't want to have the game, repeat the same battle over and over again if your characters are their max level, because you're not going to get any XP and you're just wasting energy. So I highly suggest you at least check that off. Then you'll just go in and tribute them up to the next star, and then you just do the same thing over and over again. But you want to have one main farmer. Like that's one thing you want to make sure it's very important. So that's a whole nother video. I'm going to go over the best farmers and stuff. But go through your characters and pretty much look at them and their stats and see what they do. You want to look for characters that have AoE damage, right? You want to look, it says, in battle, he can inflict static and attack all enemies. So this is good. You want to make sure, like, this is just basic. If you don't even want to, like, look through anything and you just want a quick fix to make sure they're decent, if it says attacks all enemies, then they could be definitely viable. It's something good to just throw in there and set it and forget it. You know what I mean? You don't want to have your tank as your farmer. You want to have someone who does damage. So usually look for the sword. You want to have a damage dealer as your farmer, because if you have like your mate, if you have like a healer or even like a tank, they're just not going to put out enough damage, and it's going to take a lot longer. So I would say have a farmer that is like an attacker. Like I use Wraith right now. I just like it because she does high damage. She doesn't have really good AoE damage, but she just puts out a lot of damage. If you have the Maelstrom, he's really good. He's really good at farming. I highly suggest you level him up. He's definitely good, and he's an epic character, so he's not too hard to pull. I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys and girls have a little bit of a better understanding on how to level up your characters. It's pretty much as simple as that. There's no other real tips or tricks to it. It's just kind of doing the same thing over and over, where you gotta level up your lower rarity cards, your commons and your rares, and you want to star them up higher, and then you're just feeding them to your epics and legendaries and rare characters to make them stronger. So just rinse and repeat over and over. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. See y'all in the next video. Peace out.
up, pick it up. You see the drip, yeah, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drip, yeah, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure